Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our Wednesday update, recorded on the 5th of March. Let's get into the forecast. We've got high pressure moving back into the country and low pressure deepening out here right next to the Chatham Islands. As that low deepens, it encourages that windy southerly to carry on, south to southeasterly winds in a number of parts of the North Island, blustery and exposed areas, but the high pressure belt coming in behind it will help ease things down and will smother that small area of low pressure that's still remaining. The largest area of low pressure, clearly Category 2, Cyclone Alfred, that is moving in directly towards Brisbane and the New South Wales-Queensland border, likely to make landfall either late tomorrow night, Thursday night, New Zealand time, or around about dawn on Friday. It's a very slow-moving system, so there's kind of a large window of time where it might arrive, but it doesn't pose a threat to New Zealand as a tropical cyclone. Let's have a look at Thursday's setup. So you can see the tropical storm up here. Can't reach New Zealand because high pressure south of Australia is ballooning out into the Tasman Sea and joining up with high pressure that's moving out to the east of us. That's also trapping that low pressure zone east of the country between another high. So you've got all this high pressure basically around the southern part of the screen, but it balloons out in the Tasman, keeping Alfred away from us and guiding it in towards Queensland, which means as the low out to our east deepens, you've still got a few more showers here around the eastern side of the North Island, especially northern Hawke's Bay, Gisborne, and further up towards East Cape. But pretty much everybody else is looking dry as that high pressure zone moves on in, which it does even further on Friday. There's a very brief cold front here. We talked about this yesterday, just a few showers coming through with a little bit of cloud, maybe a slight temperature drop behind it, and a couple of other isolated showers. Otherwise, Friday is looking pretty settled around New Zealand and certainly fairly dry. Going into the weekend now, on Saturday we get the next burst of wet weather, so you might be seeing some rain or showers along the eastern side of the South Island, Canterbury, Otago, not so much for Nelson and Marlborough. The North Island also will see a few showers, nothing too major in there, but a few more showers arriving perhaps later into Saturday and going into Saturday night. Because by Sunday, the next high, quite a powerful one, is moving into the South Island. That'll bring cooler mornings. There's going to be some colder nights and mornings over the next week ahead, especially around the South Island. And once more, a bit more of a southeasterly flow that keeps a few more showers, again into that northern Hawke's Bay, Gisborne, East Cape region of the country. Mostly dry in the South Island, a couple of showers maybe in Southland, otherwise dry. An enormous high pressure zone stretching down to the Southern Ocean and stretching all the way up to New Caledonia. This is the reason why Cyclone Alfred's remains can't reach New Zealand directly. But next week, as this powerful high moves over the country and the next big high is still waiting south of Australia, there's a gap here for the leftovers of what was Cyclone Alfred to reform into a new low. Might move towards New Zealand, or it might just drop down into the Southern Ocean. If these high pressure zones, the one that's about to move in, joins up with the one that's still over us, that will block that system from reaching us entirely. But there is a bit of a chance. Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we don't include it today because, to be honest with you, those maps have been chopping and changing so much. But we will tomorrow. Going to Thursday and Friday, we'll have a longer view range. And on Friday, thanks to our new sponsor, we're going to be putting up some extra maps for you to cover rainfall, departure from normal, that kind of stuff, so we can work out what is happening, how dry things are getting in some parts of New Zealand. That's our Friday RainWatch update. That's all from me for today. We've got a Cyclone Alfred update as well out today. If you're tracking that, we've got daily updates through this week for Queensland and New South Wales. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow, Thursday, with our next New Zealand update.